Hey guys, CoffinSkate here, and this is game collection update number 11. Got some pretty solid games to share with you guys, got a pretty decent selection, pretty good variety of different platforms covered here, honestly. Got some PS3 stuff, some PS4, PS5, stuff like that, and even some handheld stuff, and some pretty cool special editions I think you guys will get a kick out of. So, before I get started, I do want to say thank you for people who subscribed as of late. I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoy the content. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting off with Sword Art Online Lost Song for the PlayStation Vita. Obviously based off the anime. And alright, here's my history with the anime. So Sword Art Online is an anime that I really enjoyed in, not high school, middle school. I did kind of enjoy it in my first year of high school, but point being, I was really into Sword Art Online in middle school, and really it started to grow a little bit in high school. But after a while, my interest in the series started to wear thin, and it's a anime that I'm very nostalgic about. I would say it's the anime that really got me into, heavily got me into anime. But it's not an anime that I really like as much as I used to. So I have heard the more recent seasons have been really good, unironically, but I don't really have much to say on them because I haven't watched the more recent seasons. I watched everything up until the end of Sword Art Online 2, which is the the Mother's Rosario arc. So yeah, that's my kind of my history with Sword Art Online. So as for the games, I've never really played them a whole lot. I did play a little bit of Fatal Bullet ages ago on the PS4. Might have been like on PlayStation Now or some shit. I can't remember. But that seemed like a kind of a fun game. But I don't really have much to say on all the other ones. So this was one that I was always wanting to play. But again, I haven't put a whole lot of time into it, so I don't have much to say on it. However, I will say this: from the little bit I did play of this, it's actually not a bad looking game for a Vita title. So actually looks kind of decent for a Vita game. So, but don't have much to say on it. I've heard okay things about this game, but for how much I paid for it, I want to say it was like $10-15. I couldn't complain. All right, next I decided to start getting the ball rolling on the import Kingdom Hearts games. My North American Kingdom Hearts game collection is pretty much close to done. I'm only missing a handful of things, and those things it's mainly just limited editions I'm missing at this point. I do have one other Kingdom Hearts item that you'll see later. But for the most part, my Kingdom Hearts North American set is basically done. Like I said, I'm only missing a handful of limited editions, like the 2.8 limited edition, the 1.5 plus 2.5 limited edition, which that is a bitch and a half to find. The Dream Drop Distance Mark of Mastery edition, and the limited edition console bundles that they've released over here in the US. But yeah, got the ball rolling for the import games and grabbed Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories for Game Boy Advance. Figured I'd grab this one first just to get it out of the way. But yeah, this is complete in box. I guess I'll open it up to show the game itself. Yeah, there you go. There's the actual part. So I grabbed this because for one, when it comes to imports, I mainly, for now, I'm just focusing on imports for consoles that are region free, so then I can test it right at this current point in time. Mainly because when it comes to region locking and stuff like that, that can be a whole can of worms. And when it comes to luckily, it's only 4 different entries. The Kingdom Hearts games can be So like 3 of the Kingdom Hearts games are on PS2. Actually no, technically it's like 5 different Kingdom Hearts games. Because there's Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, obviously, and there's the Final Mix games, and there's Reaching of Memories. And then there is Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, which is on the 3DS, which is a regional locked console. PS2 is also regional locked. So doing those is going to be a pain right now because I don't have a way to play import PS2 or import 3DS games. However, all the other platforms are just fine. Game Boy Advance, to my surprise, being one of them, you can actually put a Japanese Game Boy Advance game into an American GBA and it will work just fine. So yeah, that's why I grabbed this one. Also, I figured this would probably be one of the more expensive ones, or one of the ones that would get expensive the quickest, I guess you could say, considering it's a GBA game, and not in the best condition. Like there's some, I'm not sure how well it comes up, but there's some peeling on the corners and the sides of the box. But yeah, I don't remember how much I paid for this. Probably like around 15-20 bucks. But yeah, getting the ball rolling on the import games for Kingdom Hearts. This is the only one I grabbed, but probably before I do another one, I will have more import Kingdom Hearts games. So Chain of Memories honestly isn't one that I've played too much of, though, so I don't really have much to say on Chain of Memories. I'm not really a big fan of the... I shouldn't say I'm not a big fan. I think the card-based battle system is cool, but not entirely what I want from a Kingdom Hearts game, especially now, after all the different games have come out afterwards. But, you know, it's not a bad game, but it's not one that I've put a whole lot of time into as well, so don't have much to say on it. So, also might as well get this out of the way. Of course, when they came out on Steam, I did grab all the Kingdom Hearts games on Steam. I have, at this point, only played through Kingdom Hearts 1, and being able to play that on PC 60 FPS was amazing. Granted, it's not the first time I played through a Kingdom Hearts game at 60 frames. I played through all the Kingdom Hearts games on PS4, so... But being able to play it on PC is nice, and it was also just very nostalgic to go back to the original Kingdom Hearts, because I hadn't played it in years. But I will say this, there's some things that I think warrant a remake of the original at some point, and I know that is a whole different can of worms. That's a pretty controversial topic that maybe I'll talk about in a separate video. Maybe do like an unpopular gaming opinions video at some point. Or gaming hot takes video, just like talk about my own personal hot takes, but that's besides the point. But going back to the original Kingdom Hearts is very nostalgic. I absolutely love the original game. I prefer Kingdom Hearts 2 more, obviously, but the original is still an absolute classic. Next is Minecraft PlayStation Vita Edition. So, here's the thing with Minecraft on Vita. First off, this is the first version of Minecraft I got a physical copy of. I would like to get the physicals for this game for other platforms, because Minecraft is honestly one of my favorite games of all time. But the reason why I got the import version here in Japan is because we did get a physical release of this over here in the US. Only problem is that it was one of those instances where it was a download voucher in a game case. So that was how it was over here in the US. Whereas in Japan got an actual cart. So there you go. And Vita is region free, so this will work on an American Vita. Also, English is on the cartridge, so you don't have to worry about playing this game only in Japanese. So, not that you probably wouldn't really need to know much Japanese to play this game anyways, because there's tons of guides online anyways, but this also does come with a download voucher for the PS3 version, which to my surprise actually works. So I now have the Japanese version of Minecraft on the PlayStation 3, so even though I had it digitally, or the English version digitally, but yeah, I grabbed this just so I could have a physical copy of Minecraft on a cart. So I can't remember what build is on the cart, but I want to say it's a much older build of Minecraft, but could be wrong on that. So, but love Minecraft. Happy to have a physical copy of it for the Vita. So it's also just one of those instances where it's like if I do lose the license for the US version, I have a way to play it physically on the Vita. So I'm hoping I don't end up losing the license for it, but you know, just the issues with digital games. So, anyways, moving on. So a buddy of mine ran he had a booth at a fighting game event that I went to, and it was Kansas KO for those of you who are wondering. And yeah, he was selling some stuff from his booth at a flea market, the flea market. And I grabbed this, Catherine, for the PlayStation 3. This is $10. Figured why the hell not? Gotta support my buddy. And yeah, had to grab this because Catherine is my favorite puzzle game. Absolutely love this game. I think this goes for like 15. He gave me kind of a discount on it. It was like $10. Always get great deals from him. But yeah, this is a excellent puzzle game with a really good story. Involves like a love triangle. It's also made by the Persona devs, and it is such a unique game. Absolutely love it. And I did recently play Catherine Full Body on the PS4 in the Versus mode, and that was so much fun. It was some straight up Tom and Jerry bullshit. So it's super fun. If you have not watched Catherine Versus mode, go on YouTube and watch some Catherine Versus gameplay, or watch competitive Catherine. It is actually really deep in terms of the gameplay mechanics, but excellent puzzle game. Had to grab it for the PS3. I have this on 360 and I have the limited edition right here on the PS4. If you never played it, it is amazing. You can't really go wrong with any version of this game. However, if you want the version with the most content, go with the PS4 version, or go with Full Body on PS4 and Switch. So, as for if you don't really care which version, there is the original PS3 and 360 versions. 360 version, I think, is backwards compatible with the Series X or Xbox One if you have one of those. Otherwise, it's also available on Steam. So, excellent game. Had to have it on PS3. Alright, next, a release I was very excited for. Haven't played this version all too much, but this is Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance for the PlayStation 5, also available on the Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and also available on Nintendo Switch. And so I had to grab I wanted to pre-order it because I wanted the Steelbook because it looks so sick. So, and then there's the disc. So, this was a version I had been waiting for ever since Shin Megami Tensei 5 first came out on the Nintendo Switch, because I wanted a version of this game that was on more powerful hardware. Nothing against the Nintendo Switch, I think it's a great handheld, or great console, but it's clearly showing its age at this point. And I'm really curious to see when they show off the successor to the Switch. But anyways, I was wanting a version of this that was on more powerful hardware to really see how beautiful this game can really look, and also play it at a better frame rate, because this game didn't entirely run all too well on the Switch. So, but that being said, I loved what I played of this game on the Switch. I thought it was an excellent RPG. I never finished it, but it's a really good one. And actually, as you can tell, I have the special edition right there. So when this got announced, I got really excited because, I mean, Shin Megami Tensei 5 looking a hell of a lot better and running at 60 FPS, absolutely sold. So again, I haven't gotten that far into this, but this is definitely going to get played soon. Because I absolutely loved Shin Megami Tensei 5 from what I did play of it. So can't wait to dive into that at some point. Alright, next is Unpacking for PlayStation 5, and as you can tell, this is a slipcover. There's the actual box art itself. So this was a game that I played this one out of recommendation from a friend. I was streaming some PS5 stuff to my friend over Discord, and I decided to play this because she was recommending me this game. And I started playing it, This is such a unique puzzle game. So all you're doing is, as the name implies, you're just unpacking. You're just unpacking stuff from boxes, and you kind of go through like through this person's life or whatnot. It's a very interesting game. Some pretty neat environmental storytelling. I haven't finished it, but I have played this. The way I played this was through PlayStation Plus. This is available on PS Plus Extra, I think. Maybe it's through Premium. I couldn't tell you, but yeah, this is on PlayStation Plus. So if you are interested in this, definitely check it out. It is a very unique puzzle game with a very nice looking pixelated art style and a really solid soundtrack. So highly recommend unpacking. And how I got this is actually through Limited Run. They were having a blowout sale of some kind, and unfortunately this was the same price as like most of their other releases. It wasn't like on any sale or anything. It was just one of the games they had available, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I like this game. Definitely like to have a physical copy of it, so grabbed it. Really neat puzzle game. Highly recommend it if you're looking for something unique. So, and also for the record, the slipcover actually has like that same texture, that same feel that actual cardboard has. So there you go. Unpacking. Alright, next, a limited edition. Picked up the Trails Through Daybreak limited edition. I did an unboxing of this, so if you want to see that, check out my channel. But I haven't got around to playing this yet, obviously, because I haven't played it. I want to play through all the past Trails games before I dive into Trails Through Daybreak, so which I'm falling way behind right now. I still gotta finish up Trails from Zero, which is the first Crossbell game. So honestly, what my plan with that is just to go through the Crossbell games. That was why I started, and then once I'm done with those, I'm gonna go through the Sky trilogy, which I hear is the peak. So once I'm done with those, I will definitely hop into Trails to Reverie. Probably just speed through that so that I can play through Trails Through Daybreak. So I also got this. This is another new release, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink for the PS5. This I will actually open up, but this comes in a slide-out box. It's very shiny. And there you go. So you get, you get the game itself, which has there's the actual game disc. And it comes with some download vouchers or some DLC content. You get, let's see here, a bunch of in-game items, special item set for Grand Blue Fantasy, the mobile game. The premium edition also comes with a download voucher for some bonus weapons. Some bonus weapons, some extra items, stuff like that. So, and then also there is a reversible cover as well. So there you go. And then let's see here, get some art cards, a soundtrack with how many? 12 tracks to get that, and then you also get a art book as well. So there's like a bunch of artwork from the game and stuff like that, as art books typically do. So yeah, the usual special edition. I don't hate these kinds of special editions. I do like simple special editions, especially if, even if it's just like a like the usual soundtrack and art book. If I really like the game, I will totally be fine with that. I'm totally down for just a simple art book and soundtrack special edition, mainly if I just really like the game. So, but I see the complaints. I think when I did the Baldur's Gate 3 Deluxe Edition unboxing, someone brought that up, and I do kind of agree with that. I do buy into it, but at the end of the day, if I just really like the game, that's fine by me. When it comes to just a simple special edition that just comes with an art book and a soundtrack. So yeah, this is one I've been meaning to play. I loved the demo for this, and this was a game I was very much looking forward to, so definitely looking forward to trying this out when I can. It's not like a super long game, it's like 15 to 30 hours, depending on if you do like the main story or just main story with some side quests, so, but looking forward to trying that out. I've heard really good things about it, so just move some stuff over. So, and since I brought it up, might as well also I'll bring this up as well, the Baldur's Gate 3 Deluxe Edition. Did an unboxing of this, so definitely check that out. But, so, to sum it up, this was a Christmas gift from one of my siblings. I probably brought this up in a past game collection update. If not, well, here you go. Yeah, this was a Christmas gift from one of my siblings. Was really wanting to play this, but didn't want to pay the full $70 at the time. However, because of the shipping delays for this, I was like this close to just buying it digitally, just so I was able to play it. But finally showed up. I have played it now, and it is a unbelievable, great RPG. Oh my god, this is incredible. If you like Dungeons and Dragons, you must play this. If you've never played it yet, it is incredible. I love the character customization. It's not like super deep like in Fallout, for instance, but it does have a pretty solid character creator. I love the companions in this game so far. Mechanics are really fun and whatnot. It's basically just Dungeons and Dragons video gamified. So if you never played it, it is very much like Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, shit, it is a Dungeons and Dragons property, so yeah, if you never played Baldur's Gate 3, definitely worth checking out. Last I checked, this was on sale right now, so if you never played it, it is absolutely amazing, and I cannot recommend it enough. So I do have one other special edition. I'm probably just going to save that for the end. So alright, next, actually hit up the same guy I bought Catherine from. Hit up his booth at the flea market and grabbed Kingdom Hearts 3 for the PS4. This is the Kingdom Hearts item that I was talking about. Not in the best condition, but I want to say I had to pay like $10 for this. I don't remember if this was the item that was $5 or if the other one was, but Kingdom Hearts 3, I love this game. This was my game year in 2019. I still stand by that. This was a absolutely incredible RPG. I have the deluxe edition for it as well right here. So I have this. I do honestly want to get like a sealed copy of this just to have one in nice condition, but point being, absolutely love Kingdom Hearts 3. Had to have I wanted a standard edition copy just to have like with the rest of the games here, because having all the Kingdom Hearts games together but Kingdom Hearts 3 isn't there, it was just, I don't know, but absolutely love Kingdom Hearts 3. Amazing game, and happy to have a standard copy of the game. So and now honestly at this point, like when it comes to Kingdom Hearts collecting, when it comes to, I think I've already brought up what I need, but there are some games where it's like I would like to upgrade the copies I have, because some of them are not in the best condition. I digress. Because I kind of want to have them in like as minty as of a condition I can have them in, if that's sentenced. But anyways, the other game I picked up was The Darkness, the Xbox 360. This was a game I've been wanting to play for a while because I played The Darkness 2 on PC. Absolutely loved it. And later on got it for PS3. I haven't played it since, but love the second game. So had to pick up the first Darkness. I haven't gotten around to really playing this one, but this is definitely one that I want to play because, again, the second game was amazing. Yeah, can't wait to dive into this when I can. Alright, next is Resident Evil Revelations 2. This is, got a small lot of games here. There are a couple different, like 3 game lots here, but Yeah, Resident Evil Revelations 2. This was $19, I want to say. This was an instance where it was like, I figured I'd grab it for the collection. I'm trying to collect more Resident Evil stuff, so unfortunately there was sticker residue left right there. Goo Gone, I'm telling you, if you ever run into an issue like this, Goo Gone is a must. So there's still some games I need to use Goo Gone on, but yeah, but my apologies for that. But Resident Evil Revelations 2 is a game that I never finished. I played through the first episode and I really enjoyed it. However, raid mode on that game was a blast. I played the raid mode on there so much. Like, I loved raid mode in the first game. The second one was just even better. All the new shit they added, like abilities, and it was mainly that, but being able to, I think you combine weapons, I think. I could be wrong on that. It's been a hot minute since I played it, or no, it was like gear that you could, like attachments you could combine. I can't entirely remember, but love Resident Evil Revelations 2. And then I also picked up Portal 2 for the PS3. I want to say this was $10. Portal 2, or Portal is my favorite, one of my favorite Valve IP. Portal is, and Left 4 Dead are like the only Valve IPs I'm actually a fan of. I've tried Half-Life. I've tried Team Fortress 2. Not a fan. I respect the fans of Team Fortress 2. I see the appeal, but it's just not for me. I do love the Source Engine shit, like the Source Filmmaker stuff that they use, or like when they use the Team Fortress 2 characters for Source Filmmaker. That shit is funny. But regardless, Half-Life I don't have much of an opinion on because I never got around to playing them. But Portal 2, the Portal series, love this series a lot. And like I said, a huge Left 4 Dead fan, and I'm hoping at some point Left 4 Dead 2 gets ported to modern platforms, because if they ported Left 4 Dead 2 to PS5 and Xbox Series X with crossplay and even allowing for mod support on consoles, that would be amazing. Especially like with mod support, I feel like they could get away with a lot more stuff now on PlayStation, because if you remember Fallout 4, they were kind of limited from my understanding, same with Skyrim. But I say they might not have any limits anymore, because recently, and when I mean recent, I mean a few days ago at this point, they re-released Doom 1 and 2 on PS4 and PS5 as like a one bundle, and it has like full mod support. And it's an amazing release, by the way. It's fucking amazing. Highly recommend it. 16-player co-op. What more can you say? What more do I have to say? But Portal 2 is a game that I absolutely love. The first Portal was excellent. It was an absolute classic puzzle game that was very, what's the word? It was a very, like, brain-teasing puzzle game, I guess you could say. I don't know what the best word is. I'm not sure of it. Point being, it was a pretty mind-bending puzzle game. And Portal 2 was just even better. It was longer, had more, had new mechanics, stuff like that. So obviously I haven't played the PS3 version a whole lot, because I've already beaten this game like 2 or 3 times on PC, or 2 or 3 times on PC and Switch. But love Portal 2, and happy to have a PS3 copy. Fun fact, by the way, this version of the game has crossplay with the PC version. You have to sign into your Steam account on the PS3 version. However, I've heard, and I ran into this as well, people have not been able to log into their Steam account on the PS3 version, so don't know why that is, but I love Portal 2. Happy to have a copy of it for PS3. And this is really cheap, so I figured why the hell not. Mass Effect, huge Mass Effect fan. This game was really good. It's hard to go back to this game, though, considering that I've not beaten it. I have played the Legendary Edition a little bit, and man, does it just take a massive dump over the original. The original version is good, don't get me wrong, but there's definitely some jank with this game, especially compared to Mass Effect 2 and 3. Story is still fantastic in this game. Me, personally, I think Saren, the villain in this game, was more interesting than the Elusive Man in Mass Effect 2 and 3. But yeah, I loved the characters. I loved the story of Mass Effect, and yeah, glad to have a physical copy of it. Now, uh, the PS3 version of Mass Effect, so that the PS3 did get Mass Effect 1. However, the only way to get a physical copy of Mass Effect 1 was the Mass Effect trilogy on the PS3. It was like the bundle that came with all 3 games. That was the only way to get a physical copy of the original Mass Effect. You can technically get a separate physical copy of Mass Effect 1 that comes in a regular Blu-ray case, but that was like in a different region. So if you wanted a physical copy of Mass Effect 1, you had to pick up the Mass Effect trilogy. So, alright, next. This I picked up off Mercari for like around 20 bucks. Brand new, actually. Mortal Kombat Complete Edition, Black Label, for PlayStation 3. So, this I've been wanting to pick up for a while for the PS3. Problem was, I try to avoid grazed hits. I avoid grazed hits like the plague. I can't stand those things. As a matter of fact, I still have some games that I need to upgrade to a Black Label, but yeah, this was a game that I have on the 360, but if you've ever played any fighting game on the 360 using the 360 D-pad, it is torture. So, wanted to grab the PS3 version, but was wanting the Black Label in particular because, again, like I said, I don't like greatest hits. So, and a Black Label copy, as crazy as it may sound, is a bitch to find. So, I was lucky enough to find a Black Label brand new sealed. But love Mortal Kombat 9. This is the first Mortal Kombat game that I heavily got into. Like, I really enjoyed the main story, and I played this quite a bit with my siblings and some friends. It was a really fun game. So, absolutely love Mortal Kombat 9. Happy to have it on PS3. Alright, another lot of games here. Again, another small lot, but starting off, Call of Duty Black Ops. This was a game that I grabbed physically because, again, for own physical games, but I had this digitally on PS3. Wanted to make space on my PS3, so I grabbed a physical copy of Black Ops 1. I want to say it was $10. Love the original Black Ops. It's a great Call of Duty. One of the best ones. This is also the game that got me into the series. This is the first one that I played, and I loved it. I played this quite a bit. I really enjoyed the main campaign. Zombies mode was how I was kind of introduced to Call of Duty, but even aside from that, later on played the multiplayer a lot and really enjoyed the campaign. So, love Black Ops. Happy to have it on PS3 physically. Need to pick up physical for the 360. Need to pick up a lot more Call of Duties for 360. The only one I have is... Well, I have Black Ops 1 and 360. I just have it digitally. I only have Black Ops 2 on there, so... when it comes to the games physically, but anyways, Devil May Cry 4 for the Xbox 360, $8, really couldn't complain. One of my absolute favorite entries in the series. This game introduced Nero, who is honestly my favorite protagonist when it comes to the Devil May Cry characters. But even aside from him, Dante got a massive upgrade in this, and that their style switching, which is now a staple. They brought that back in Devil May Cry 5. And the Switch version of Devil May Cry 3 has it, so... but yeah, if you're ever going to play this game, go with the Special Edition on PS4. It is a million times better, so... but Devil May Cry 4 is an excellent game, and was happy to grab that on the 360, so that was also one that's not backwards compatible, so... And I also grabbed a Guitar Hero Aerosmith. This is $8. It's a Guitar Hero game I didn't have. The other one that was there on the 360 was that I didn't have on the 360 was World Tour. The reason why I didn't grab that one was because, well, I have it on PS3, so, and I have a way to play it on PS3, but we'll get to that. So, but Guitar Hero Aerosmith, this is one that I feel you really have to be a fan of you really have to be a big fan of Guitar Hero or a big fan of Aerosmith to be a fan of, to really enjoy this one. I'm not like super into Aerosmith stuff, but I do like some of their songs. And for what it's worth, this was still a fun game, but not one I really see myself going back to a whole lot. But I had fun with this one. So I remember when I was a kid, I played that one on the Wii, and I struggled on some charts for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't know why that was. So, okay, one more lot of games here. Got Astrobot for the PS4, or Astrobot Rescue Mission. I gotta specify that because of Astrobot coming out in September, which I'm very excited for. I have that on pre-order. That game looks amazing. I was a huge fan of Astro's Playroom on the PS5, one of my favorite games on there. But Astrobot Rescue Mission, this was a game I played the demo for, and there was also some levels that were... No, there was a single level that was essentially... This spawned from essentially a tech demo on the Playroom VR, which was available when the PlayStation VR came out. There was a game on the Playroom VR that was essentially this, but it's just a single level. But it must have been really good for them to... It must have been so good that they decided to turn it into a full game. So, and from what I played of it, this is such a creative puzzle... Well, I guess maybe... This is such a creative... God damn, I cannot speak today. Such a creative 3D platformer that uses VR in really cool ways. Yeah, it uses it in really cool ways, in that you have to like look around your surroundings to see where you're supposed to go next, and it uses it in really cool ways, having to literally bash your head forward to move stuff out of the way, and sometimes there will be enemies that will spit like I don't know what you call it, like just spit balls on you, and you have to like shake your head for it to you get the point here. This is a really unique 3D platformer that uses the VR in a very cool way. So it is one that I haven't gotten that far into it. This was a game that was given away for free through the Play at Home initiative during the pandemic. So I haven't played this one a whole lot, but wanted to grab a physical copy. Again, it was $10, so why the hell not? And then also grabbed this AC/DC Live Rock Band Track Pack. Love AC/DC, so had to grab some of the Rock Band Track Pack for them. Yeah, this was $6. Really couldn't complain. I've been really on a Guitar Hero Rock Band kick lately, especially after well, we'll get to it, but I have a way to play Guitar Hero and Rock Band on PS3, PS4, and PS5. So, and then lastly from this lot, I picked up Soul Calibur 2 for the original Xbox. So I almost passed on this until I read on the back that this was playable in 720p. Not sure how well that will come up on camera, but this was playable in 720p. That immediately caught my attention. I was like, yo, a version of Soul Calibur 2, of the original version of Soul Calibur 2 that plays in 720p on an HD TV. So I bought it because of that. Also, it's backwards compatible with the Xbox 360, so figured, why the hell not? So I pop it in just to test it and be sure it works. I play it for a little bit. Oh my god, this is the best looking version of Soul Calibur 2. Obviously, some people will say the GameCube version is the best version, which is totally fine and valid. Some people would say the HD version is the best version because it has Spawn and Heihachi in it. That is also valid. I also had an online multiplayer, but I couldn't tell you how that is because I have vague memories of playing that online. So I found like one random on there, and I remember the netcode was good in that match, but I couldn't tell you. I mainly just remember having a really good connection in that match. Yeah, don't really have much else to say about it, but yeah, so I played this a little bit, and it looks incredible. The texture work on this version looks the best. This even looked better than the HD versions on PS3 and 360. That's how good this looks. So, yeah, if you want the best looking version of Soul Calibur 2, this version right here. But yeah, Soul Calibur 2, that being said, is one of my favorite fighting games. I love this game. Played this a lot on the GameCube many years ago, and I played this a lot on the PS3. It is an awesome fighting game. And I mean, I'm a huge Soul Calibur fan, and that one is for sure one of my top favorites. So if you're wondering what my favorite Soul Calibur game is, though, kind of controversial, but Soul Calibur 3 all the way. Just the content in that game was incredible. So, and this, as I'm recording this actually arrived yesterday. Hatsune Miku Project Diva 2nd for the PSP. Now, I hadn't picked up a PSP game in a hot minute, so I was like, I wanted to go back to this game because I actually played a ROM of this on my PSP because I had a modded one, and I eventually was like, you know what, I kind of want to go back and grab all the play all the songs on hard so I can unlock the extreme charts, because I also have Dreamy Theater 2nd on PS3. Thing is, the way that game works is that you need a save file of Project Diva 2nd to play it. And how it works is you buy that game. It also adds a save data transfer app to your download list. You download that and you launch that, and launch Dreamy Theater 2nd, and then you transfer your save data from this game to Dreamy Theater 2nd. The thing that's frustrating with that version of the game, though, is that it doesn't unlock anything. It's literally just taking your save file and putting it into a version of Project Diva 2nd that has charts from the first game. I won't say that, but whatever you have unlocked on Dreamy Theater on Project Diva 2nd is what you have unlocked on Dreamy Theater, essentially. So that really disappointed me, but I want to have all the charts on extreme difficulty, so that's why I grabbed this. I wanted to kind of grind those out, but I also intend on collecting the Project Diva games, because I think these are excellent rhythm games, whether you like Vocaloid music or not. These games are just super fun and addicting, and I love the music in these games. So, but yeah. Also, the first import game I got for the PSP, and this will not be the last one that I get, because there are a couple more that I, obviously the Project Diva games, but I kind of want to look more into imports, so I'll probably be picking up some more imports later down the road. I do got to pick up a new PSP, though, because I'm having issues with, it registers that the select button is being pressed. It struggles reading UMDs. It will read UMDs, but it will the home screen menu will pop up at random, or just randomly. So, and unfortunately, one of the screws on it is stripped to hell and back, which may be due to human error. But I was trying to open it up to see if I could fix it, and stripped one of the screws really badly. So either open that up or figure out a way to open it up, or just buy a new PSP at this point. So, which I was honestly planning on doing that to begin with. So, but yeah. So that being said, that's it for. I do have one special edition to showcase, and this is for a game that I absolutely loved. It was a game that came out this year. Grabbed it when it came out. Finished it a couple months ago, and this was an amazing game. And I wanted the special edition when it came out, but unfortunately, due to lack of funds, wasn't able to grab it. Was able to grab it now, and that is the Persona 3 Reload IGUS edition for the PlayStation 5. So this was on sale this I grabbed for like about $100. When this came out, this is $200. It was $200 MSRP, which was a over-the-top price for what you actually get in here. And I was mad that I missed out on the insane deal GameStop was having on this, $50. I'm pissed that I missed out on that, but happy to have the collector's edition because I love this game. I never had played through Persona 3 before, so there wasn't really a good version of it before, but Played through. I got my original copy right here. Absolutely adored this game. One of my favorite games this year, and one of my favorite games of this generation. So, got the collector's edition, and we're gonna unbox it. So this is a slipcover right here, and then this is the actual box itself. So we got IGUS right there. There's the logo, and I like the shattered glass design as well. Other side, the bottom, the top, and then the back of the box has a silhouette of IGUS with all the characters on it. So, now if I can up, there we go. So right here is the game itself. And this will be staying sealed because obviously I haven't opened a copy of it, but there's the actual game. And then got a voucher for the Day 1 DLC. And then right here is the soundtrack, which to my surprise, oh yeah, here's the artwork on the back. To my surprise, you got liner notes, and yeah. To my surprise, this is the full soundtrack. I thought this is a selection soundtrack thing. No, this is the game's full soundtrack, which blew my mind. I did not realize it came with that, so. But, taking this out, you get a pretty huge art book. So, really cool artwork, a lot of cool concept art, so got that. And then the main attraction here is the IGUS figure, which is why it's called the Persona 3 IGUS edition. So this is really cool. And for the time being, this will stay in the plastic because I don't really have like a good spot to put this at the moment, but yeah, there's the actual figure itself, and it looks really nice. It has a really cool stand to go along with it too. So, but yeah, so that's the IGUS figure, and yeah, that is the Persona 3 Reload IGUS edition. Shit. So, again, you get the IGUS figure. And I think this figure is exclusive to this version of the game, or to this special edition. Could be wrong on that. And this figure might also be available separately in Japan. I couldn't tell you, but yeah, you get that. A art book. The soundtrack, a download voucher for all the Day 1 DLC, and the game itself. So, but yeah, I love this game. I'm happy to have the collector's edition for it. I am also one trophy away from platinuming this game. I just have to max out every social link in the game. So, and that's it. So yeah, that is the Persona 3 Reload IGUS edition. You can get this for much cheaper now. You don't have to pay $200 for this, which was insane at the time. So, yeah, happy to have that. I do also have the, the Metaphor Refantasio Collector's Edition pre-ordered, because I'm very excited for that game. So, and I know there are people who are all like, stop pre-ordering games, but I don't pre-order games if it's... I only pre-order games from developers I can actually trust. So, yeah. There was one time where I did pre-order a game that was from a developer I was not too familiar with, Spire, Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, and I was disappointed. So, alright, so next. Got this thing from Retro Cult Mods. So, what's in this box? Well, in this box is a adapter. It is this little thing right here. Little adapter. with a 3 printed shell on it. So what is this? This is an adapter to use your Wii guitar controllers on a variety of different platforms. So with this adapter, you can use your Wii guitar controller. It connects through like the Wii remote, or the nunchuck sort of cable port thing from the controller, and then connects to your console or PC via USB Type-C. Yeah, this is meant to use your Wii controllers on other platforms. So it's compatible with PS3, PS4, PS5, I think modded 360, and PC. I think also Android and iOS. So that's the whole point of this adapter, and it works amazingly. Now the controller I'm using, oh yeah, also you can, so I got this off Etsy, but they do have their own online store. This was only $16, and that was because I got it with the cable. Without the cable, it's $12. So, and then there's also an updated version of this that adds, what was it, Whammy? Was it Whammy? No, it was Tilt that I think it adds. So, yeah. And like I said, it works flawlessly. I've not had any issues with the adapter, and the cable that you can get is super long. So now, as for the controller I'm using, this is a controller I got as like a Christmas gift, and I'm very disappointed with it, unfortunately. But this is one you can get off Amazon. I had to open up the neck portion of the controller and poke holes in the rubber to make these buttons much better, and I had to put tape on the yellow button because it was the little slit that I'm sure or the notch that I'm sure you guys will know about if you use a Guitar Hero controller, that like digs into your middle finger way too much. So yeah, there are other issues I have with this controller, like it registers inputs even when it's not being used, and the strum bar I don't like the way this feels to use. So but yeah, it works pretty well with this though. So because of this adapter, I've been playing Rock Band 4 on my PS5, which honestly isn't like the best way to play it because I've had some lag issues and shit. If you're gonna play Rock Band 4, play it on a PS4. But this will also work with, this is a good adapter for Fortnite Festival, actually. If you don't want to pay, what was it, scalping prices for the Riftmaster, or did I say Riftmaster? The Riftmaster. Just get one of these for like $12 or $16. Again, there's an updated version of this that is a little bit more expensive, but not by much. Get one of these adapters. Get a Wii guitar controller, which you can find for like $50, $60, and you got a really solid setup for Fortnite Festival. So just saying, really great adapter. Highly recommend this if you're looking for a cheap alternative to playing Guitar Hero. So there you have it. That is Game Collection Update number 11. So there you have it. Thank you guys so much for watching. What are some games you guys have picked up recently? Did any of you guys get the Baldur's Gate 3 Deluxe Edition? Did you guys pick up anything from Limited Run or just stuff from Amazon or what have you? Let me know. I'd love to know what games you guys picked up. Did you guys get the Tsukihime Limited Edition? I unfortunately missed out on that. At this point, I'm thinking about just importing the English physical copy through PlayAsia, and then if I really like the game, I'll get the special edition. Just import the Japanese special edition, because that's much cheaper than paying $300 for the North American collector's edition. So, but there you have it. That's Game Collection Update number 11. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. I'm CoffinSkate signing off. Have a great rest of your day.